Hey everyone, I'm Rick Bhattacharya, and I'm currently an 11th grader, or a junior, and I'm just here for the event showcase for Biotechnology Design. And I did this event last year, 2019 to 2020, when I was a sophomore, and we actually placed first in regionals, but we didn't really make it to states. But it was pretty exciting. We worked really hard. So first, I just want to give a shout out to all the people who are on my team. So it was Avery Jones, Logan Rose, Mae Flanagan, Mary Lambert, and Miriam Ruback. And so basically, we all worked on this, and I just want to kind of show what we did. So for biotechnology design, this year's rules are a bit different, but it's pretty much the same thing. You basically find a biotech topic that interests you, and there's a theme. So last year's theme was sports in like medicine, and we found a topic about like concussions and concussion testing. And then let me scroll up to the top. So the first thing that you do is for it is you come up with like what's the problem. And so our problem is really simple that it's hard to test for concussions and it's expensive and it's long and yeah, and that's you just kind of give a short explanation of that. And then you basically say the solution. Like we had this Banyan biomarker new blood test, which is a lot quicker, a lot cheaper, a lot simpler. And we basically explained that, like what was the science behind that, who's like when did they research it, like what are the proteins that are getting involved, why is it better, how much does it cost, all of these things that we basically do. And then the last part is a real life applications where we apply. And this was really easy because concussions are so common among everybody that it's really easy. And then we add supplementary information. So like models, pictures, research studies, like you can kind of see here, if you read it actually into the details, you can kind of see like what do these proteins do, all these things. And then really the last part is not the last part, but you do a presentation. And for this presentation, you basically just simplify these things. And originally, this event was supposed to be like you can showcase to a fifth grader and they'll be able to understand. But this year, the rules are a bit different, and there's no presentation or like board. Instead, there's like an interactive digital display, which nobody really knows what it is. But still, so we made this presentation. And then afterwards, after the presentation, we have a bibliography, which is another really important part of this, and then a plan of work log, which I'm sure if you have any questions about those sorts of things, just ask somebody who's more experienced in TSA. And so that really is much of the competition. The only other part, which I think is the largest part actually, is the board. And so we made a board like kind of like a display, and it is a display actually. And we basically printed out these things. We made like some interactive things, like what were the facts. And once again, these were supposed to be targeted towards fifth graders. And you can probably see here that we have kind of like this. We had like a part which is, let me see if I can make this red. We had this part here that was like a timeline, so you can flip it over and see what's happening. We have like a title. We have these proteins and stuff from like the display, like from the supplementary information. We have some facts here, and they also have like the real life applications, and these are like kind of fun because they're little sports things. And then we explain everything. So basically, this year it's a bit different. You kind of have to make this virtually, which nobody really knows how it's going to work, but basically the fundamentals are still there. And the event is kind of like a lot of work, but usually you have a lot of team members, which I kind of showed you. I had a lot of team members, and if you split it up and take one person who does the presentation, one person who deals with the display, one person who deals with the research, it's really simple and it's really fun because you get to actually experience like researching something and then putting it in your own words and then kind of presenting that. So I think that's it. So thanks for going in and listening to me. And yeah.